Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. And today we have a replay from Pay Your Torpedo Tax from Box. And he is here in the Balao. Now, I figured it'd be pretty entertaining to have a live replay commentary. Normally when I do these replay commentaries, I record them, of course, like the video first, then I, watch the replay, figure out what I'm going to say, and then record the audio afterwards. But I figured we could go through this live together so you guys can see my reactions to his game. Now, I've seen his end results, which are quite impressive, and I figured there's going to be quite a few moments in here which are going to be pretty loony. So that's what we're doing for today's video. So he is on, God, what's the name of this map? North. See, like, I know the maps by their layout and the cap layout and what they look like visually and such, but I don't really know that many names. It's kind of weird how that works out in this game. I guess because a lot of the names are just like North, Atlantic, Tears. Well, everyone knows Tears of the Desert because everyone hates it, so forth and so on. But anyway, he is in the Balao, the Tier 10 American submarine. Now, the Balao has the torp tubes in the front and in the back, whereas the 2501 only has torps in the front. And if you guys remember, a little while ago, Wargaming came out and said that they wanted the American submarines to be kind of the more brawlery ones since they have those rear torpedo tubes. So he's rocking and rolling along at 24 knots after executing a hairpin turn. Kleber has been spotted, and he's slamming on the brakes. Dropping it down to periscope depth here. Now, it doesn't look like that Kleber's stopping anytime soon. But he might have been able to stay up at surface depth because that Kleber just zoomed right in between that channel that goes into the sea cap. But when I play submarines, I find myself actually on the surface usually more often than I am underwater. Because you, of course, aren't buttering that dive time. That dive time is very important in a submarine because if that goes, you're just done. Oh, he's got the Russian-American commander on here, I think. Yep, he sure does. All right, anyway, so he's back rolling up again. Looks like he's trying to sneak through this channel in between the B and C caps, and maybe get behind the enemy team, which is ideally the place that you want to be at in a submarine. If you can get around behind the enemy team or on their flank, oh my god, the things you can do, as you guys have probably seen. Not just from my channel, but from many other channels around YouTube so far. So, but the subs rock and roll at tier 10 around 30 knots, and a lot of players seem to have a problem with that, but, I mean, and I know people are just going to say, well, they shouldn't be in the game anyway, but, I mean, if you're going to have a vessel that goes 15 knots at tier 10, because that was the submarine's historical speed below the surface, they're going to be utterly useless, and of course that leads into a lot of the, well, then they just shouldn't be in the game. Yeah, understandable. If that was the issue with them, yeah, and if they were breaking, some major laws of physics that the game observes, sure, but the game doesn't observe that. Many ships in the game are simply far more maneuverable and faster than they were in real life, like the destroyers. Destroyers do not turn as fast as they did, as fast as they do in this game in real life. I mean, good God, you get the impression that they're about as nimble as a bass boat, which in real life they weren't. War Thunder actually gives a much better impression of how ships really felt. Like, if you go in War Thunder and play the Prince Eugen, come back here and play Warships Prince Eugen, it's you can tell the difference. Alright, so let's see. He's got a Vermont broadside, a Slava broadside. He's still not detected, and there is a CV in this game. Now, CVs can actually detect submarines up to, I think, 24 meters below the surface of the... here he comes. So he's got to go all the way down to 60 to not be detected by the CV. Is he going to nick him here? I think he... Oh, he just skirts his air detect radius there, which is, I believe, 2.2 now that he's below the surface of the water. Alright, he's coming up to 24 meters now. He's got a Slav and a Vermont in front of him. Hasn't pinged anybody yet. Ooh, dummy firing the torps. Is he going to ping the Slava now? Or is he going to ping the Vermont? Who's he going to go for? He's going to go for the Slava. Ooh. The Vermont, I mean, they're homing torps, so I don't think either of these ships present too much of a challenge. Vermont only goes 20 knots. The Slava goes 28 knots. Gets one ping off on the Vermont. Now, is the Vermont turning at all? Yes, Vermont is turning inward. Now, the Vermont knows that he's been pinged and what part of the ship he's going for, with the ping. Hasn't popped damage con yet. You should be able to see the torpedoes here in a moment. Hasn't popped damage con. Oh my god. 50k just like that. Oh, I think that last one hit him too. Now he popped damage con. So he had damage con up and red, but he didn't pop it before he saw the wall of torpedoes going after him. Dang. Wow. Okay, so he had, looks like, one torp tube reloaded. Now he's pinging the Worcester there. And where's he at? Okay, so the Vermont actually, if you look at the Vermont on the minimap, he's not in a position to where he can be HE spammed or anything. So doesn't look like he really needed to hold his damage con for that. He should have popped his damage con. I mean, the dude still would have eaten like 20,000 damage from the torps, of course, and probably got a couple floodings on him. But yeah, I definitely would have used it in that situation when you see a wall of torpedoes coming at you like that. His torpedoes missed the Worcester. Okay. And his team's down 3 ships. Enemy team's down 3 ships as well. Yeah, that completely missed. Now, he did get the double ping on the Worcester too, so good on the Worcester for dodging that. Because that probably freaking scraped the paint off of his hull with the double ping. And I'm sure we'll probably get to see some double ping on cruiser action here in this replay, judging by the end results. Alright, so looks like the Worcester's turning back around in the B cap. Torpedo's team is split up pretty bad right now. By split up, I mean they have a Holland on the A cap and everyone else is on the C cap. So yeah, that Holland's probably not going to live too much longer. And it looks like we got a bit of a lemming train going on by his team. Looks like the enemy Balao is hunting the CV. That's a choice. Now, sure, if the CV's alone, you could probably get away with it because CVs do not have any form of ASW. But looks like the friendly GK is going over there to deliver his ASW planes to him. Oh, Slava. Oh, man. See, now this is like the ideal situation you want to be in a sub. You have the entire broadside of the enemy team. You've snuck around behind them. Although I don't know why they're all pointing north anymore. It's just a Holland now. They should be rotating to face the team that's pushing in from C. So Slava doesn't have the Soviet damage con. He has the normal damage con. So let's see if he pops his here. Okay, so he's turning into the torps. That's very good. That's what you want to do as a battleship, because they stop homing at 2.1 kilometers. So if you turn in enough, you can not dodge them at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. They just got the butt torps off, the rear torps. He's pinged the Vermont, I think by accident. But no worries. Look at that homing though. That's crazy. Gonna ping this Slava now, and there they go back to the Slava. Okay, so oh man, that Slava's dead. Even if he doesn't get the double ping on him, that dude's dead. Because he only has 10,000 health left, and even without the Citadel damage or the ignoring torpedo protection, those torpedoes are going to kill him. And goodbye, Slava. You are dead there. Oh, unless the speedy Holland torps get to him first. Nope, he got him. Yep. Okay, GK, my guy, you got Hydro. Now, it's impressive that he's getting these off on battleships, because battleships, again, their homing knocks out at 2.1 kilometers. But again, the fact that these torpedoes home this hard and Citadel is stupid in my opinion. Now, again, the homing against battleships isn't that bad compared to cruisers. So imagine everything that you're seeing here, but against cruisers, that the torpedoes don't stop homing until they get 700 meters away from their hull, which in this game is nothing. Okay, let's see. He's maintaining that double ping on the GK. GK is sending his sending his ASW planes over to where torpedo is about. Oh, okay, he has neutralized the homing, and yep. So he managed to avoid those torpedoes. But now, once the damage con runs out, he can just ping him again and get another ping on his hull. So he goes below the surface to avoid the what's he using? Yeah, to avoid the Immelman's planes. Will he get the? Yeah, he should. Probably may just get a single ping here. Now, again, to keep in mind, he's been pinging non-stop. And because this isn't the old version of the submarines where the pinging increased your range, he's still undetected. Well, now he's been spotted by the planes. But, ooh, 21k from 2 torps. God. Now, again, that's Citadel damage. Damage you cannot repair. They should really make the torpedo damage just normal damage, to where it can be repaired like normal. Ooh, another 21k off of the GK there. Because they're Citadels. Is he going to swing it around for the stern torps? I think he is. GK finally getting a little bit of revenge on him there with the ASW planes. But of course he just pops damage, kind of stop the flooding. And look, he completely launched those torpedoes parallel to the GK. So they're going to definitely be able to turn and get to the GK enough, because maybe it was like right on top of him, they probably wouldn't make it. But yeah, no problem hitting him there. He's detected now. Oh yeah, the planes are flying on top of him. Now, see, the Immelman could just keep flying on top of him, keep him spotted, and it would absolutely melt the man's dive time, and that would force him to surface, but he doesn't do that. Alright, single ping here. Is he going to get the double ping before the torpedoes get... Oh my god, he does. At the last friggin' second, too. But... Oh, is he going to dodge? He's turning pretty hard. I think he... Yeah, he dodged the first set. Good job, GK. But the second set, I don't think he's going to be able to... Nope, he dodges them too. Look at him go. Now he's detected by Hydro. Okay. He's at the surface too, to where the secondary shells can hit him. Now, GK needs to turn in a little bit here, and he would have been able to dodge those, but of course he's dealing with the Elbing and other GK as well too there. So, god dang. Man absolutely bullied that GK out of existence. He's at 178,000 damage right now. Shoot. Yeah, submarines in this state, like the diving mechanics and the stealth mechanics and all, I think that's all down. But the homing, the constant pinging, and the Citadel torps, that's too much. That's way too much. I mean, he's murdered this flank in, what, 8 minutes? 7 minutes that he's actually been here? Oh, look, the Immelman. So is he going to get this Immelman? This will be interesting. Because he typed in his hat, subs are stupid. Yeah, in this state, I agree. Because the Immelman, the CVs, they have that stupidly long, like, 5-minute damage count. So let's see what he's going to do here. Because it's, what? It's a 5-minute runtime and then, like, 1-minute cooldown time, I think. So it's either going to go after the Immelman or the Worcester, and the Worcester's pretty far away from him. Now, the CVs, like I said earlier, they don't have any SW, so the only thing they can do is spot them and hope that their team can do something about them. But this Immelman doesn't have a team anymore, so yeah. All right. So, there he is again. He's about to be within his torpedo range, and I think he's just sitting there. I think the Immelman's kind of just accepted his fate at this point. Because he also has a Holland creeping up on him, but I don't think the Holland's spotted at the moment. They have drawbacks that are not consistent or fun to play, and that worries me. Yeah. Yeah, so again, like, you guys saw, he just pinged to his heart's content here in the middle of the enemy team on the flank, and nothing. So, Wargaming, if you're listening... put the increasing detection radius every time you ping back in. That way, you know, at least there's a... Oh, no, his damage count's down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's terrible for the Immelman. But yeah, they need to add that mechanic back in. I think that'll be one way to make this much more fair. Because right now, this simply is not fair. So is he going to get the double ping on the CV? The mythical CV double ping. Don't... Oh my god, he is. The man's dead. We're watching a dead man at the moment. And I do like that you can see how far away the torpedoes are on the map. That's a nice nice little touch. Oh no. We're looking at a dead Immelman. Dang! He dev struck him! Holy crap! I feel dirty for watching that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a 238,000 damage Balao game there. 3 kills, just pinging to no end there. I mean, like, good lord. There needs to be some drawback for that. That's stupid. Really, really stupid in my opinion. Now, at the same time, too, it's not uncommon for the exact opposite of this to happen, especially from what I've seen playing subs so far. Subs, definitely it's either you do terrible and you barely get anything done. You get something like 40-50,000 damage. You might sink one ship. You might land one rack of homing torpedoes, or you have games like this, and there's very little in between. As you guys have seen on my channel, the couple submarine clips that I've shown you, it's either I do like 150,000 damage, or I do like 30,000 damage. There's nothing in between, it seems. So yeah, this I hope to God these things stay in testing for at least another round or 2 of testing, because they are not ready to come out like this. They are not balanced with these current pinging and Citadel mechanics. That's too much. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Shout out to Torpedo Tax for sending that in. That was quite the battle there in your Balao, sir. So again, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. When we do 30,000 subs, can't thank you guys enough for that. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope to catch you guys in the next one.